We are making cupcakes.
One big
One
one
except me and my sister Lily.
Okay.
Yes, to begin with, we need cake. No, not right now. We're just saying what we need.
Wow.
We also have butter. 3/4 of a stick, which we have right here. It's the unsalted. Sugar, 1 cup. Right over here. Sugar. The best part. Yeah, the best part. 1.5.
1.5.
We got 2, but we're gonna split one of them and use maybe half of it. And then we have food coloring. It's 3 tablespoons. 1.5. Of those. And then unsweetened cocoa, which we have right here. We're gonna do that a little later. And then vanilla extract, which we have right here, which is 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then salt, 3/4 of a teaspoon. Yeah, that's 3/4 of a teaspoon right there. All of this right here is 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then buttermilk. Sorry about that. Jeez, it's so hard to get to. Lily,
What?
go. You do it.
Buttermilk.
And how much of that? 3/4 of a cup. And then, last but not least, cider vinegar. And we have 3/4 of a teaspoon. Oh, and baking soda. Duh, baking soda, not powder soda. 3/4 of a teaspoon. Get the bowl, Lily.
Oh, now I get the bowl.
Yes. And then our next step is to sift the cake flour to make it easier to deal with. Handle, whatever. What did you do? It smells like cake already. I can't smell it. Yeah, I know. Just like here. It's like patting the baby on the back. Like, bird, baby, bird.
Now you have sifted flour. So it's not all chunky cheese.
Our next step is to cut the butter into 3/4 of a stick. And by this, it is not cut into quarters, it is cut into eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But when we do the math, if you divide that by 2 and simplify, that is 4. So each of these would be 2 because you divided by 2. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we count that as 1, 2, 3, 3 times 2, because you're doing 2 of these, is 6. So it would be 8/6. 6/8. Sorry. Oh, cut that out. 6/8. And we can save this part for later. Yay! Now we got our butter. And we're going to put it in our little mixing machine.
sugar part.
And now we have 1 cup of sugar right here. And we're going to put that in with the butter to make a creamy sort of sugar. Whee! Okay. And this will take about 5 minutes. Now that our butter and sugar is cream, our next step is to break ourselves into 1.5 eggs. So we break one of these eggs. Since it's supposed to be 1.5, we break one of them. So this is going to be our half. We split it in half. It's like bye-bye, what's the egg's name? Bob. It's like bye-bye Bob. And then we split that in half.
Whisk it.
Oh, whisk it. Skit. Skit, just skit. Just skit.
Carrot set aside half.
Oh, how do I do this?
You can use the spoon.
Oh, okay.
Dump half into the measuring cup.
Oh, okay. So we put half in here. Take a
those
little
up.
more.
Yeah, if those over half, you can put some back. You can dump it. Pour it.
Put a little bit more in, and then we get our second egg. Could you do that?
Sure.
It's like, bye,
And
Julia.
put it in here?
We're
No.
here. There.
Okay.
It's like, bye, Julia. Julia? Goodbye, cruel world. Julia. Poor Julia. And then whisk this. Do you want me to do that? No. Okay.
You can leave it to the-
What? Beat it up. Now we pour it into the mixer with our little sugar and butter mix. And then we mix it until the eggs look beaten well. Next thing we need to do is measure out our cocoa powder. So we need 1.5 tablespoons. So 1 tablespoon. That's what the size. Yeah, I know, but it's not over the size. Ha ha ha. Yoink. And 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons. So we have 1 teaspoon. Get that off first. And then 1/2 teaspoon, because half of 3 is 1.5. Just sit it. I know what I'm doing. And that is our cocoa. Our next ingredient is red food coloring, which we need 3 tablespoons of. So first we need to mix out this. You
You're just putting it in cocoa.
And then we need to put 1.5 of these containers. So first, you could just literally put that in there. Just take one of these containers, dump the whole thing, and then put half of this. Because these are both 1 fluid ounce and 3 tablespoons. What? Okay. Wait, what am I doing? 3 tablespoons equals 1.5 fluid ounces. Woo! It's like blood.
So that was 2 tablespoons, right?
Yes. No, that was 1 fluid ounce, which is 2.
One.
And then we need half of this.
Use the measuring. Use the tablespoon.
Wink. That looks like blood. And then our last step for making this mix is vanilla extract. Could you? Okay. I'm gonna screw the cap back on.
Spoon.
And for vanilla extract, I already did that. We need 3/4 of a teaspoon. So right here, we have 1/4, and we need 3/4, so of course we do 3 of these. That was probably 2.
What is
And then maybe just like a tiny bit more.
this? Alright,
And we'll put that away. And then we whisk it up. The cocoa, the vanilla, and the red food coloring. And then we place it in our mix back here. With our egg, our butter, and our sugar. Could you hold it? Thank you. You're welcome. Alright, and then it looks about good when you see this. It looks like a lot of blood. It does. And then we dump this in our mix.
Let's mix it.
And then we, okay, that's good. And then we mix this until it looks like a very well mixed, well, whatever, a very well mixed batter. Yes, a very well mixed batter. Next step is to put the buttermilk and the salt and our flour over here after into our little mixer of our batter. So first we want to pour 3/4 of a cup into our little measuring cup. That's good. We'll put that to the side. As you can see, it's filled up to the 3/4 mark. Right here. And then for our salt. Wait, where's
Buttermilk
our,
is salt.
Where's our, oh, okay. Yeah, so we put our buttermilk in. And then for our salt, we need 3/4 of a teaspoon. So we'll get 1/2 of a teaspoon. So first, we don't have 3/4 of a teaspoon. We could do 1/2 a teaspoon plus 1/4 of a teaspoon. If you measure it up, if you do 2 times 4 is 8, and then whatever you multiply, or whatever you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. So you just multiplied 4 by 2, so you do 1 by 2, and then that's 2/8. And then whatever you just multiplied 2 by 4, so you multiply 1 by 4, which is 4/8. And 2/8 plus 4/8 equals 6/8. And when you simplify it, pretty much divided by 2, you get 3/4. So we are going to do 1/2 a teaspoon and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay. First, I'm going to do the 1/2. And then pour that in there. It's like bye-bye salt. And then we need 1/4 of a teaspoon. Cool. We'll clean it up later.
Don't dump it all in there.
Doink. And then get a fork, or whatever you want to use, and then mix it. You probably don't want to drink that butter. Alright, and so the directions call for, we put 1/3 of this in, and then 1/3 of our cake flour. Mix it in here until it's like a nice batter, and then 1 more third of both, mix it, and then the last third of both and mix it and then wait for it to be a nice batter for red velvet cupcakes. So, and yeah, we preheat the oven, so to 350 degrees. So,
Upper oven.
and then
350.
355? No. Cancel. So upper oven, 350.
And then start.
And we preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And then we want 1/3 of this. So it would be 1/4.
Bring it over. Or about a third. And then we'll do about a third of this.
Well, let's do the music. Do 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 do.
Alright, 1/3. Next third.
And we put our next third in. Mix it. Mix it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Alright,
Do
last
do
third.
do do. Okay. And then our last third. So pretty much what we have left. sour stuff. Smells sour.
Like salty.
Not smell good.
Okay.
It smells salty and
Take
sour.
the spatula. Come take a look.
Ooh la la.
Scrape down to the side of the bowl. Yeah. See the side of the bowl?
Wait, let them see.
Scrape that down. Alright, take it out. Alright, do a little bit more mixing. Go ahead. Alright.
No, Lily, get out of the way.
And our almost final, but pretty much not, step is to put the baking soda and cider vinegar into a bowl together, mix it, and then place it in our batter. Yes. First, we are doing our baking soda. 3/4 of a teaspoon, which we talked about earlier, is 1/4 plus 1/2, also known as 6/8, which would be simplified to
Baking soda first.
3/4. Baking soda. So first we do the baking soda. And put it in. Need more. Can't get it out. That's good enough. And then we take our 1/4 of a teaspoon. Well, looks like our preheat is done, so it'll stay at 350 degrees. Alright, and then probably just take that off. We do our cider vinegar.
Who knew there'd be vinegar in cupcakes?
Which is 3/4 of a teaspoon. Oh, and on the back of every card I have the full recipe divided by 2 is halved, and then equals our half recipe. That's on every single one. So, could you read these? The bowls is 1/4. First we do, right now we're doing a 1/4 first.
Go quick.
Quick. Half. Half.
Be careful.
Alright.
Start with a spoon, then
That's
fizz.
fizzing.
Hurry up. Before the fizz is over. Okay, got that.
And then we dump this. And by the way, you have to mix it while it's still fizzing, so you have to be sort of quick in between your transitions. Since our batter is fully mixed, we can bring it over. Should probably look something like that. And we can spoon it into our cupcake tins. It's pretty much any sort of cupcake tin. And then look at that. So you get 6 and I get 6. Hey Dad, about how much?
Start with half full, and then
Okay.
because it'll rise.
Can't really see it, but I'm doing cupcakes back here. The thing about baking cupcakes is if you get something on you, like this, just lick it off. very good.
Use your finger.
Unless you lift your fingers.
Right. You lift your fingers, don't use your fingers.
I licked my palm.
Okay.
This is fun. I feel like this is not on camera right now, but it is. I want to lick my fingers so bad. And then I get to do the last one. You wouldn't want me to do that one. Yeah. We should do this every time I have a math assignment. Math was different last year. This is just extra credit. But Sorry. This one's not filled enough. Fill these cupcakes up. I want to lick my finger. I want to lick the whole bowl really badly. It's blood. It's like thick blood.
Alright, is there more batter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to put it in these?
Okay. And we have extra batter. If you have extra batter, you can do the same. Espresso cooking chef. You'll need to feel the same place in one.
Be careful not to get it on your shirt.
We should have been doing the same one roll. Just the palm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome.
you lick it?
Yes.
And here, now we have batter all over your hand.
So you can lick it.
Alright,
The best part about cooking.
put down in the oven 30 minutes.
And then you put the cupcakes in the oven for 30 minutes.
You want to do that?
My hands are.
Okay, you want to do it? Go ahead. You want me to do it?
Yes.
There we go.
What does the rest do?
This one.
It has been 30 minutes. The cupcakes are done. We are going to get them out and let them cool before we ice them. Well, not ice them, but yeah, like ice them. Like put the icing on.
Oh, okay.
Not ice them in the freezer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, that's hot.
Like turn a little. And we are putting them in a bag. Be careful, it falls out. Daddy, help. So we took them out, yeah, and then we iced them, but we forgot to video that. So here is the finishing.
These are mine.
These are mine.
I put a few sprinkles on them.
This is to bring in tea, like Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Real. Like, I don't know which two, but hey, they're in cupcakes.
We're done.